President Congress. Sam McFarlane from the Fire Brigade Union, moving Resolution 49 on floods. Congress, we brought this motion forward after our members' experiences in tackling the massive floods from December to February. We now know that the winter of 13-14 was the wettest in record, and the floods that struck us, the latest in an increasing series of large-scale floods, created enormous danger, damage and misery to ordinary people, to communities and the infrastructure we all rely on. Congress, I'm the FBU rep for the South West and a Somerset firefighter, obviously. And I live close to the level, and from day one, the FBU was heavily involved supporting firefighters as they worked in the most challenging of circumstances. Initially, making rescues of people caught as the flood struck. In total, fire services made around 2,000 rescues of people in danger. And then as the incident developed, maintaining large-scale pumping operations and using specialist equipment to provide humanitarian services. For instance, in the Somerset levels, firefighters used boats to visit every home, over 200 in total, to provide necessities such as medicine and identify vulnerable people and people in need. Overall, this turned into the largest deployment of the Fire and Rescue Service since World War II, as services from across the country supplied personnel and assets to Somerset and the Thames Valley. But of course, when you have a large-scale incident, you also have large-scale media interest. And whenever the cameras are, the politicians are sure to follow. And so once again, as firefighters, we had to come face to face with political hypocrisy. As politicians queued up, put on their wellies, and queued up for the photo op, coming to the flood areas, shaking us by the hand, telling us what a great job we do, whilst at the same time knifing us in the back, destroying our jobs, destroying our services, destroying our conditions, tearing up our pay and our pensions. But of course, therein lies the real story of the winter floods. Political mismanagement, hypocrisy and cuts. We now know that 3/4 of all flood defences are inadequately maintained, and it's no good for David Cameron to cover up by making hollow promises that money is no object in flood recovery. Because money was the object in the cuts that removed 5,000 firefighter posts and shut 39 fire stations in 2010. Money was the object when firefighters had to cover the gaps by working additional hours in filthy floodwater, some for up to 24 hours at a time. Money was the object when firefighters had to wear kit designed to protect them from heat and flame as they waded chest-deep in floodwater. And money was the object when firefighters had to share out the few dry suits available, swapping them over in a rapid changeover of crews at shifts. Tell me, Congress, how would you like to seal yourself into what is effectively a rubber suit that your colleague has been working hard in for the last 12 hours? Let's have no more pretence or talk of efficiency savings. Politically driven cuts are tearing up the frontline fire and rescue service. They're compromising the safety of firefighters and they're compromising the safety of the public alike. That's why the Fire Brigade Union is putting down a marker today. Enough is enough. We are sounding the alarm over the Fire and Rescue Service. Our new report, please get it from our lobby there. We demand that government reverses all cuts to flood resilience and implements a recommendation they've been sitting on since 2008, a statutory duty on the Fire and Rescue Service to respond to floods, to provide for the staff, to provide for the equipment, to provide for the resources that we as emergency workers require to do our job safely and properly. Congress, support this motion. Support your firefighters. We rescue people, not banks. Thank you.